Hi guys, I'm very sad we couldn't meet because of the coronavirus. I hope it goes away very soon and we can meet again. Okay, so today we are going into a new book. But before that, let's look at the date. What date is today, guys? Yes, today is June 29th and today is Monday. Okay, we are going to talk about what you did over the weekend. What you did over the weekend. We are going to write it down and send it through the app. Okay, you are going to take a picture with your other homework. Okay, today we are going into book number 20. And we finished book 17 and we were doing speaking level up test, but we couldn't record it. So next time when you come, we will record it. Okay, let's look at lesson number 1. Lesson number 1, vocabulary. Number 1 is abroad. Abroad. Number 2, a bridge. A bridge. Number 3, interesting. Interesting. Number 4, last year. Last year. Number 5, macaroon. Macaroon. Number 6, a monument. A monument. Number 7, a palace. A palace. Number 8, place. Place. Number 9, plan. Plan. Number 10, recommend. Recommend. Number 11, a stadium. A stadium. Number 12, a tower. A tower. Number 13, trip. Trip. Number 14, a wax museum. A wax museum. Please memorize all the words. Okay, we will look at the book now. The title of lesson 1 is A Good Place to Visit. A good place to visit. Visit means 방문하다. So a good place to visit means 방문하기 좋은 곳. Okay, we'll look at their conversation. Okay, are you going to travel abroad? Yes, I am. Where are you planning to go? I'm planning to go to Europe. That's wonderful. I went to France last year. Can you recommend a good place to visit? I would recommend the palace. There is the Palace of Versailles near Paris. Was the palace interesting? Yes, it was. Also, you should try some macaroons. They were so good. I can't wait to go to France. See you guys after the trip. Okay, are you going to travel abroad? Abroad means 해외로. So, 해외로 travel, 여행을 할 거니? Danny is asking. And Amy says, yes, I am. 할 거야. Sam says, where are you planning to go? 어디로 가는 것을 planning, 계획하고 있어. I'm planning to go to Europe. Amy는 유럽 가는 것을 계획하고 있대. 그레이스가 이제 that's wonderful. That's wonderful 하면은 와우, 아주 좋아. 아주 괜찮은 생각이야. I went to France last year. 나는 작년에, last year, 작년에 프랑스를 갔다 왔대. Can you recommend a good place to visit? recommend 하면은 추천하다. 추천하다. 그래서 에이미가 좋은 곳을, 방문하기 좋은 곳을 추천해 줄 수 있니? She's asking. And Grace says, I would recommend a palace. 궁을 추천한대. There is the Palace of Versailles near Paris. 파리라는 도시 가까이 Versailles라는 궁이 있대. 그래서 Amy가 Was the palace interesting? 그 궁이 흥미로웠니? Interesting 하면 흥미로웠니? Yes, it was. 흥미로웠어. Also, you should try some macaroon. 그리고 마카롱도 한번 시도해보는 거 어때? They were so good. 아주 맛있었어. I can't wait to go to France. 프랑스 가는 게 너무 기다려져. See you guys after the trip. 여행 갔다 와서 보자. Their conversation means this, okay? So repeat at home and record, please. Okay, next, we are going to look at this phrase. Where are you planning to go? Where are you planning to go? 어디 가는 것을 계획하고 있니? I'm planning to go to Europe. I'm planning to go to Europe. 유럽 가는 것을 계획하고 있어. I'm planning to go to Spain. I'm planning to go to China. 스페인 가는 것을 그리고 중국 가는 것을 계획하고 있어. Okay, let's read the words on the next page. Number 1, a palace. A palace. Number 2, a wax museum. A wax museum. Number 3, a bridge. A bridge. Number 4, a monument. A monument. So, when we ask, Jackson and Hannah, you can ask, can you recommend a good place to visit? Can you recommend a good place to visit? And number 1 would be, I would recommend a bridge. I would recommend a bridge. And number 2 would be, I would recommend a palace. I would recommend a palace. Number 3, I would recommend a wax museum. I would recommend a wax museum. And number 4 would be, I would recommend a monument. I would recommend a monument. So when someone asks, can you recommend a good place to visit? And we can answer, I would recommend a palace. I would recommend a wax museum. I could recommend a palace. Okay? Let's look at the next page. Okay, we'll read this together. Okay? Ready? Go. Where are you planning to go? I'm planning to go to Europe. That's wonderful. I went there last year. Can you recommend a good place to visit? I would recommend a palace. I can't wait to go. I can't wait to go. Where are you planning to go? I'm planning to go to the US. That's wonderful. I went there last year. Can you recommend a good place to visit? I would recommend a monument. I can't wait to go. I can't wait to go. Okay, let's look at part B. Read, look, and number. Okay, we are going to ask first. How do we ask? Can you recommend a good place to visit? Can you recommend a good place to visit? And number 1 would be, I would recommend a bridge. I would recommend a bridge. Which picture is the bridge? Yes, we can see that picture number 2 is the bridge. Okay, number 2 says, I would recommend a palace. I would recommend a palace. And we can see that picture number 3 is the palace. And number 3, I would recommend a monument. I would recommend a monument. Okay, which picture is the monument? Yes, number 4. Number 4 is the monument. And last, number 4, I would recommend a wax museum. I would recommend a wax museum. And we can see that last picture, number 1, is the wax museum. Okay, very good. Big circle, guys. Big circle. Okay, let's look at part C. Part C. We are going to ask, can you recommend a good place to visit? Can you recommend a good place to visit? And picture number 1 would be, I would recommend what is picture number 1? Yes, picture number 1 is a bridge. So you can say, I would recommend a bridge. I would recommend a bridge. Okay, let's try number 2. Can you recommend a good place to visit? And for number 2, we can answer, I would recommend a palace. I would recommend a palace. Okay, number 3. Can you recommend a good place to visit? I would recommend a monument. I would recommend a monument. Number 4, can you recommend a good place to visit? Can you recommend a good place to visit? Number 4 would be, I would recommend a stadium. A stadium. I would recommend a stadium. And number 5, can you recommend a good place to visit? Can you recommend a good place to visit? And number 5, the picture is a wax museum. Very good. I would recommend a wax museum. I would recommend a wax museum. And number 6, can you recommend a good place to visit? Can you recommend a good place to visit? And the picture of number 6 would be a tower. Okay, I would recommend a tower. I would recommend a tower. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, we'll try our last part. We'll try the last part. Okay, I'm going to ask you, can you recommend a good place to visit? Can you recommend a good place to visit? Okay, this guy says, I would recommend a tower. I would recommend a tower. Okay, on the orange box, please write down 3 places you will visit, you would recommend. Write down 3 places you would recommend to me. And you can show me next time when you come. Do you understand? And on the bottom yellow box, please write which of the 3 places you recommended is the best place to visit. Which of the 3 places is the best place to visit? Okay, do you understand? Okay, very good. Okay, this would be the end of class. Today's homework would be writing the word 3 times in Korean and English. And recording chapter 1, lesson 1. Recording in class card. And last is taking a word test on your class card. Taking a word test on your class card. And when you take a picture of the word, please write down what you did over the weekend. what you did over the weekend. Please write down in a sentence. Okay, next time I will see you. See you next time. Have a good day.